Welcome back to Where is the Money? So Tesla's in trouble. They've had quite a bit of issues these days. It's a very controversial company with a very controversial man ahead of the company. Now, aside from his political ties to Donald Trump and the administration and the affiliation of Doge and what people feel about that with the backlash, let's put that aside for a second and talk about the numbers. The Q2 earnings report is not looking good, and investors are not happy about it.
So let's get your reaction as a shareholder. We got the stock down about edging lowered about 0.4% in the after hours. Of course, waiting for the call. As a shareholder, Ross, giving me the instant reaction analysis. What do you make of this report?
Yeah, I mean, it's garbage. I mean, it's sad and depressing to me that this is a business in decline when it should be, it's in a growing industry, but it has great products and it should be a growing business, and it's not. And now, if you take out the regulatory credits, they're cash flow negative. They're basically cash flow break even with the regulatory credits. And the regulatory credits are going down every quarter, and they're going to be gone soon. And the prices are going up on the vehicles soon. So I'm just like, man, you know, this sucks. And you know, when you look at Cybertruck and Model S and X, sales are down 54% for their high-end vehicles. And their newest vehicle, which was supposed to be like this great truck, which I actually like, but they don't do anything to sell. And so there's no doubt in my mind that if they don't rectify the fact that it doesn't matter how many products you come up with, if people don't want to buy them, it's a problem, and they just don't seem to want to address that issue.
As he said, and I quote, the report is garbage. Exactly the sentiments in the market. The impact on the upcoming tariffs from Donald Trump has not even hit the bottom line yet, and investors are already panicking.
Investors have slammed Tesla after their last earnings report, and Tesla's now down almost 20% in the year. It's well below its all-time highs. And if you bought Tesla a mere 4 years ago thinking it would change your life, it's practically even since then, even though the business fundamentals have gotten better. Deliveries are falling short, growth has slowed, and while Elon's been promising the moon, from solar panels and self-driving software to humanoid robots, we haven't seen those game changers hit the bottom line quite yet.
Now, if that's not enough, we also have some other issues, of which it's been a recent investigation that has determined that Tesla has habitually failed to pay its contractors to the tune of millions of dollars.
A CNN investigation has found that Tesla, Elon Musk's most famous company, has a pattern of not paying contractors who do work for them even after the work is completed. Musk is the world's richest man, and while he may be known for his ruthless cost-cutting approach, the companies going into business with him aren't expected to be left unpaid. CNN's Kyung La went to Texas to follow the paper trail.
How would you characterize what Elon Musk's company did to you?
It was devastating what they did.
They is Elon Musk's Tesla, and it had hired Jennifer Meissner's piping and welding company. But she says working for Tesla led to her financial ruin. And a CNN investigation found dozens of small businesses like Meissner's claim Tesla never paid them for work they did.
Is someone like you able to fight the world's richest man?
No, I absolutely wanted to fight him because we were in the right. No small company can litigate against Tesla. You have to take the hit.
Now, a company headed by one of the richest men in America, you would think his company would have no issues paying their debts to their contractors. The work was done, the work was completed, they did not get paid. Not just one person, not just two people, teams, hundreds of individuals and workers that work these projects and spend millions of dollars in material and time and labor getting these projects complete just to not get paid and have to go through the court just to get a settlement. And that's if you're lucky.
Meissner says Tesla stopped paying her after she'd already done the work here, owing her $1.6 million.
And she's not the only one. A CNN investigation found 97 other small businesses say Tesla owed them a total of more than $110 million in the last 5 years. Now, Tesla still owes more than $24.5 million in unpaid bills to some of those businesses for work already done. We found most of the accusations against Musk's companies here in civil court in Austin, revealed in thousands of pages of documents. What I am looking at are a number of liens. Now, a lien is an official document that says my company is owed money for work that has been done. Most liens eventually get paid, but that's not always the case for Tesla. A Houston fuel company claimed it's owed more than $2.6 million, saying Tesla conjures up reasons to not pay. That claim was recently resolved. Another Texas company says Tesla ignored written notices and refused to make any payments. Tesla countersued. An Austin company says it took out short-term loans when Tesla wouldn't pay it nearly $600,000 for work it had done and filed for bankruptcy. Those companies ultimately settled with Tesla. $108,000. This one's $344,000. More than $1 million cited here.
Then we have the alleged stock manipulation. What am I talking about? Well, it was this woman that worked for a bank. That bank had some type of affiliation with Tesla, and they offered rebates for any employee purchasing an electric car, but an extra incentive for buying Tesla. This happened during the time when Tesla stock was struggling more than it is right now. And she found it a little odd that they are really pushing this, because looking at the brokerage rules and the financial laws, they're skirting, or at least appear to be skirting, SEC rules.
The bank I used to work at offered us money to buy a Tesla. Y'all don't find that suspicious? And this was in March of this year, when it was like headlines that Tesla stock was like tanking, and now it's an incentive to buy a Tesla. And I don't work there anymore, but when this happened, I made a post on Threads about it, which I'll put at the end of the video, just to prove that I didn't wait until I stopped working there to even talk about it. So essentially at this bank, they give you like a rebate if you buy an electric car or whatever, just because it's good for the environment. So it's like an incentive to have an electric car. If you buy one, you get a little rebate, right? And so we were having this quarterly call or whatever, and on the call they were like, reminding us about the incentive, and they said, for a limited time only, on top of the rebate that you get, you will get an extra $500 if the electric car that you purchase is a Tesla. And I was so bothered by this, because I'm like, not only are y'all a bank, y'all have Merrill, so y'all operate as a brokerage. And for y'all to know that their stock is tanking, and then you go offer an incentive to your employees to buy a car, that just gives market manipulation. That gives market manipulation. I used to work for a brokerage, so I know all of things that you are and aren't allowed to do, right?
All in all, things are not looking so hot for Tesla and Elon. Elon, not the businessman, but the public figure, has his own set of complications with public perception. And that public perception has been tanking business. So investors are really kind of thinking about if it's such a great idea to bank the entire success of the company on one man. Keep in mind, they do almost no advertising. They spend almost $0 on marketing. Their marketing is Elon. What's turning out to be kind of a problem these days. What do you guys make of these developments? Put your comments below. Let's talk about it. This is Where Is the Money? Talk to you soon.